Hi, my name is Mike. Thanks for joining me today on my channel, Technically Church, where I share over 20 years of experience in audio, video, lighting, and multimedia. You can always find out more on my website at technicallychurch.com. Let's jump in. Let's talk about how to set up a TalkBack mic on the Behringer Wing. Okay, so this is as of version 3.0 firmware, so a few things have changed. So most of this will apply if you're not on 3.0 yet, but just know that this is as of version 3.0 firmware on the Wing, because a few things have changed, especially the look of this menu. So if you've never set up a TalkBack before, we need to patch that TalkBack mic in. So the place that you do this has changed at 3.0. You have to do this in the setup window. So we're going to go to setup, and then it'll default to general usually. Setup, and then we're going to click on audio. Okay. So you're going to have a physical microphone, right? So I have a microphone here. It doesn't matter what it is. You can plug any old microphone in. All right. You're going to plug it into the back of your Wing. The Wing does not have a dedicated TalkBack input. So you do have to use, you see on the screen here, you have settings of off, channel 40, or aux 8. Okay, so they give you options. You can pick channel 40 or aux 8, and then you go to those two channels, right? Channel 40, aux 8, and you patch in whatever input you use. So you have to use one of the local inputs on your Wing. You would route that into that channel and then do it here. So I'm going to pick aux 8, okay? And I'll illustrate this. Now we're going to hop over to aux 8. So I'm going to hit my 37 through 40 aux layer. And then aux 8 is my last channel if you haven't moved stuff around. Okay, so I'm going to select aux 8, and then I'm going to go ahead to my patching window, and it's going to say, where is aux 8 coming from? I happen to have my local input XLR 7. Local 7 is where I have that microphone physically plugged in, and you can see on the screen here it's got audio, it can hear me, right? So you know that's the right channel. So local 7 now I'm patching to aux 8, in the setup audio window I'm setting as my TalkBack channel. So that's how you get the initial routing of that channel set up. Now we're going to hit view on the upper left hand section of your Wing, where your USB stick is and your TalkBack settings. You click view and you get all of your TalkBack settings on your screen. So here's a really quick overview of how this works. You get two TalkBacks, A and B. They work or can work identically. It's just so you can set them to differently. So maybe one goes to your main leader on the stage. A goes to that main leader only. B might go to the entire band. So you can have a differentiation of who you talk to. Okay, you can have them set differently so you get an option to do a push or a latch. So that means if you set it up as push, that means you have to hold it. I have to hold A the entire time I'm talking, and when I let go, it disables the microphone. The latch, I can just push it once and it's on, and now it remains on until I push it again and it turns it off. So those are your settings there. Then you can pick where it goes. So you can pick this TalkBack A goes to one or more buses. So I can say it goes to bus 1, or it goes to buses 1 through 6. You can select as many as you want. So maybe buses 1 through 6 are my wireless in-ears, and then maybe I need it to go to matrix 1, wherever I'm sending that. And then you get the option to send it to the mains. Typically wouldn't be something that you probably do, but you could do that. So you pick where you want it to go. So practically, here's how I use it. So I'm running a Behringer Wing in a church. We have a full band on the stage. I use my first 6 buses for wireless in-ears. And then I use an additional bus, bus 12, I use the Behringer P16 monitor system, so each of my musicians get the P16s, and then I have a bus set up to go to one of those channels on the P16 for TalkBack, so that's bus 12. So I'm going to send TalkBack A to 1 through 6 and bus 12, and that's going to send it to all of my vocalists with wireless in-ears and my entire band using the P16s. I'm going to turn off matrix 1 in my case, I don't use it. So that's kind of the use case of how you might set up your TalkBack, how to patch it, how to route it, and how to set some of those settings. On this new firmware as well, in this TalkBack section, you get all these buttons on the side, which are pretty cool. You'd have to stay in this window to use them, but you can activate your TalkBacks now. Buttons on the screen, and you can change some of the settings. You could activate the dim button, the mute, the mono, and the left-right swap. So you can do all that now on the screen there, which is pretty cool as well. You can set your dim levels, so when you hit that dim button, it significantly reduces the volume, as you're soloing in and out of things. That may be helpful so you don't blow your ears. So just wanted to give you a quick overview how the TalkBack works, how to set it up on the Behringer Wing, and especially some of the changes in the 3.0 firmware. Thanks for joining me today. Again, my name is Mike. You can always find out more on my website, technicallychurch.com, or on my YouTube channel, Technically Church. Look forward to seeing you soon.